Moving on, we'll have the mayor's report.
You just never know what you're going to experience here.
That's the truth.
To start with, I have a couple of general announcements. Tonight from 5 to 8 p.m. There's going to be a fundraiser for Carter County 4-H. I think you have a flyer in front of you. The event will be held at the Pizza Hut located at 415 West Elk Avenue. There will be an all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert. Soft drink and iced tea is included. The cost is $10 per adult and $5 per child. Pizza Hut will donate $2.50 for each adult buffet and $1.25 for each child's buffet. 4-H is a very worthy cause, so please try to get the word out. Do everything possible to help this organization. Also, today at 1 p.m., Rolling Thunder will be dedicating the TOW MIA chair that was installed by them last week in the courtyard here at the courthouse. This memorial will serve as a constant reminder for Carter County citizens of all those brave men and women that went off to war but never returned home. These individuals gave the ultimate sacrifice in defense of our country and the freedoms we much too often take for granted, but enjoy each and every day. All commissioners, elected officials, and citizens are encouraged to attend this special ceremony. Tennessee Code Annotated 7-82-307, Commissioners, Numbers, Terms, Vacancies, Election of Commissioners. Section 4. Vacancies on the Board of Commissioners shall be filled by appointment of the county mayor within 60 days after the occurrence of a vacancy in the office of any commissioner caused by death, resignation, disability, or forfeiture of office, and no later than 30 days prior to the expiration of the term of office of any incumbent commissioner. The Board of Commissioners or its remaining members shall select 3 nominees to fill such office in full accordance with any residential requirements that may apply to the office vacated or to be vacated, and under the seal of the Board of Commissioners shall certify such list of nominees in order of preference recommended by such commissioners to the county mayor of the county in which the utility district or its principal office is located, or on the county in which the commissioners customarily meet if the district has no principal office. Within 21 days after the issuance of certification by the Board of Commissioners, the county mayor may enter an order either appointing one of the nominees or rejecting the entire list, or may refrain from taking any action, in which the first name on the list of nominees shall be deemed appointed to fill the vacancy or new term by operation of law. Any order either appointing one of the nominees or rejecting a list of nominees shall be entered of record on the minutes of the county legislative body, and a certified copy of the order shall be furnished to the Board of Commissioners and to the appointee. Mr. Gene Mosley, General Manager of the Roan Mountain Utility District, advanced correspondence to me on July 11th. Therein, he provided notice that Commissioner Mark Houston, his term had expired or will expire on tomorrow, July 17, 2012. Also included in the correspondence was a certified list of names the district had submitted for consideration in filling the vacancy. Mr. Houston's name was the first on the list, and there was also a statement that it was the board's desire for him to be reinstated for another 4-year term. Mark Houston shall be noted as a new appointee. Madam Clerk, please let the minutes reflect said appointment. During the May 21st meeting of the County Commission, I and Animal Shelter Director April Jones came before you and made an appeal for you to authorize the transfer and actual reporting of the part-time animal control officer, Chris Pierce, from the planning director to that of the shelter director. A few of the tangible benefits resulting from the transfer as outlined at that time were as follows. One, access to the county truck on employees' days off. Improved ability of Elizabethton, Carter County Animal Shelter Director to track animal control issues in the county. It would avoid duplication of county calls for related issues coming simultaneously to both offices. It would release the employee from being directed by two different individuals or managers. It would provide for a more streamlined animal control function and resources. It would also instill community confidence in the shelter's ability to respond appropriately. And more importantly, there is now only one budget of which the animal shelter director is in charge of. At that time, you chose to refer the matter back to the Planning Commission for the recommendation. The Planning Commission, during its May meeting, addressed the matter by tabling it for 30 days. The justification was to allow both parties an opportunity to get better acquainted with their new roles. All members of the Planning Commission, except Mary Ann Patton, voted to table the issue of transfer. Patton stated that she could not understand the delay, especially when in previous meetings the Planning Commission had been so adamantly committed to breaking all ties with the animal shelter. During the June meeting of the Planning Commission, the issue was raised again, and a vote was taken to make the transfer. The actual vote was 5 against and 6 for the transfer. Mary Ann Patton was physically ill and not present on that day. I have spoken with her since, and she is unwavering on this issue. If she had been there, the vote would have been 5 against and 7 for the transfer. Now, I think it's time to quit playing petty politics. We need to take a responsible stance and put this issue to rest. Thus, Mr. Chairman, I feel a motion is in order for the Commission to authorize the transfer of the Animal Control Officer from the Planning Department to the Animal Shelter.
Mr. Mayor, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Now, would all employees that work for animal shelter be under the direction of the new director down there, or will some of them still be under the Christian administration?
All of the personnel at the animal shelter will be reporting directly to Miss April, with the exception of Mr. Freddie Turner, who still works for the city. And for our memorandum of understanding agreement with the city, once his employment is terminated for whatever reason, whether it's on court or otherwise, then all new employees will be employees of Carter County and report directly to the director.
Okay, I'll make that motion that we go ahead. These people ought to be under the director of the new animal shelter. I mean, it's common sense they that. So I make it in the form of a motion that we transfer these people to the animal shelter.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Chair. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
First of all, let me say that this is a planning commission decision. And the vote would have passed last time if Ms. Patton was there. everybody's there that was there last time, and that the way they did, that this will be taken care of, and it will be taken care of the way it should be. It's a planning commission matter. Now, on the other hand, with the things that have happened in the last week, I don't even know if we should be discussing this or not. Anything between the planning commission that has to do with the planning commission and the mayor in this right now. So I would ask this, that we do the right thing and take this back to the planning commission, and if everybody is there the next time, this will pass and it will be done in the way that it's supposed to be done. I don't come to any other committees and ask any other committees. I don't come in here and ask them to bring it up before the full commission, before their committee votes. And I would expect the same thing for the planning commission. Let the planning commission take care of this, and it will be done in a rightful manner. Like I said, like the mayor said, if Ms. Patton would have been here last time, that would have been taken care of, but the votes, but we didn't have enough votes to get that done. So I don't think one more month is going to make any difference. Bring it back, and over there to the planning commission, let the planning commission do their job, and then it'll come back to the commission.
Mr. Chambers, is your motion to table this, refer it back to the planning
My
commission?
motion is to table it and send it back to the planning commission and do what's right.
We have one motion to move the animal control officer under the direct supervision of the animal shelter director. That was made by Mr. Lewis and seconded by Ms. Brown, I believe. Now we have a motion to table on the floor by Mr. Chambers and seconded by Mr. Street.
No.
Oh, okay, Mr. Hartman, I'm sorry, yeah. So for right now, we will vote on this table to refer back to the planning commission.
You have discussion, Mr. Chairman.
Not on the table. Call the roll, please.
So the first
Is to table and send it back to the planning.
Buford Peters. Steve Ritchie.
Aye.
Lawrence Todd.
Aye.
Nancy Brown. Joel Street.
Pass.
Richard Williams.
Aye.
Ronnie Crivitt.
No.
Mary Sis.
Aye.
Charles Montana.
No.
Elsie Testor.
Aye.
Steve Ray.
No.
Tom Allen.
Aye.
Joanne Blankenship. Charlie Davis. Dickie Redford. Ken Arden.
Aye.
Steve Chambers.
Aye.
John Lewis.
No.
Sonia Coler. Pass. Russell Hyde. Scott Sands.
No.
Bill Armstrong.
No.
Pat Hicks.
No.
Robert Goff.
No.
Anybody want to change the vote? Trivett,
No.
Harry Seas,
Aye.
Charles Montana,
No.
Elsie Testor,
Aye.
Steve Rex,
No.
Tom Bowers,
Aye.
Joanne Blankenship,
Aye.
Charlie Davis, Renfro,
Aye.
Ken Arden,
Aye.
Steve Chambers,
Aye.
John Lewis,
No.
Sonia Coler,
Aye.
Russell Cott, Scott Sands,
No.
Bill Armstrong,
No.
Pat Hicks,
No.
Robert Goff.
No.
Eleven yeses, motion fails. Mr. Lewis.
Mr. Byers, now, get to change the motion here. These employees should have some accountability. Yes, right now, working on getting sure. They don't have none at all. I see them all over the county at, quitting time, 2 o'clock. I'm sure they work at 4:30. And it's too big a deal, wait till the next panic meeting, 2 or 3 awards might be out. And it might go on another month before the, planning commission act on anything. So I think it's the commission's responsibility to, take the bull to the horn and let's get some of these employees under the right umbrella and get some accountability.
Yes, Ms. Blankenship.
I would like for our county attorney to advise this commission, can this commission supersede an elected commission or an appointed commission?
That's why I was just asking Mr. Loach how that budget item is characterized, because it's not in the budget.
No, there's one animal control, rabies and animal control, that's for the animal shelter and animal control hall.
This includes currently not on the budget.
No, separate, but
I think that answers your question. I think if it had been under the planning budget, I don't think you could have done that. That was my question, Ms. Loach, Lulu, before you asked me, but Ms. Loach informed me that this officer's budget item is a separate item, so those could be moved. Am I correct, Ms. Loach?
That's one of the questions that's before you now, commingling of funds. Okay.
Mr. True.
Mr. Byers, if I'm not mistaken, I made the motion before, when this come up, that Mr. Shooter agreed to do it for 2 months till we hired a director for the animal shelter. Well, we hired an animal director, so let's go ahead and put it in animal director where it goes, instead of dragging it out another month.
Mr. Ritchie.
My question is, if we move these employees under the animal shelter, which is not under the county, will these employees lose their benefits?
it's one part-time employee, there are no benefits. It's a part-time employee. And it's currently a county employee, and all animal shelter employees, except for Freddie, who is a city employee, will be under the county.
As long as they don't lose no benefits.
Any others? Mr. Conklin.
Gentlemen, and ladies. Why don't we put the man under the leadership of the director? Because otherwise, he's working for who? Is he working for both? Let's quit confusing the issue here and put the person where they belong. They belong under the animal shelter director.
Mr. Chairman, you have a motion on the floor that you thought voted on.
That's why we're in the discussion mode. And before we go, did you want to say anything, Mr. Armstrong? Do you have any comments? No. Mr. Goff?
I just like to say, we voted to elect this director for the animal shelter. I'm sure she gets paid now for being the director. And if she's getting paid, then she ought to be the one to charge animal shelter.
amazing to me that we've all become experts in animal control. That's really amazing. This is the best deal the county has ever made in the last 40 years. Is to develop an animal shelter. You appropriated $250,000. You got $250,000 from the city. You got land, which is worth $100,000 or $200,000, donated by the city to build a shelter. It's just a great business deal for the county. I'm old enough to remember that we didn't have an animal shelter. We have worked years getting the cooperation of the city to take the animals from the county into the shelter. The shelter belongs to the city. The county does not have one. Do you want the county not to have an animal shelter and somebody to direct it? It has been under the direction of several different entities. The health department at one time controlled the animal shelter. The city controlled the animal shelter. The last few years we have worked together to develop a relationship between the city and the county to have a good animal shelter. I'm just amazed at all of this controversy that we've got between 2 or 3 different people. Use your head. Stand up, be proud. Thank you, Mr. Carter. Next nominee. What's the question? The question is to put the animal control officer under the direct supervision of the animal shelter director. Now, I'll say something before we go into our vote that it's been danced around, nobody's brought it up. That the underlying problem, whether it's real or imagined, is that due to the recent unpleasantness between the mayor's office and the planning office, that this animal control officer will be used as a pawn. And that is why there is some reluctance on part of the planning commission to move this person under the direct supervision of the animal shelter director. Now, whether there's anything to that, I don't know, but that's the perception.
Mr. Chairman.
Sir.
Can I respond to that?
You may.
We're talking about all of this that happened in the last week. And the stage has been set, and there's unpleasantness. First, I've ever heard of it. It's never entered my mind. At no point in time, and what the chain of events in the last week has nothing to do with this issue, period. This issue was brought up many months before. We thought it was already agreed. And I will have to compliment you, Commissioner Armstrong, because you put everything in proper perspective. As far as counties are concerned, Carter County again, we're not the first. We're the last to have a decent, respectable shelter for the animals and to service our citizens here in the county. We're the last. Even Unicorn has a very respectable facility. And we do have a good working relationship with the city and the county. We're holding hands with this matter. If you recall, just last month, city did pass the contract so that we could proceed and get underway with the construction of this. But the problem came right here. So don't any of you ever say that there's a ill will and discontent on the part of the mayor. There may be some of you and some of the other officers backboard the mayor because he's trying to move this county forward. But don't ever say that, because I've got a clear conscience today. I've done nothing wrong. And we need to hold hands and go together and make this thing come to terms. We need to break ground and get it done as quickly as possible, period. And I'll rest my case.
We have a motion on the floor. Call the roll, please.
Read the motion.
The motion is to move the supervision and responsibility of the animal control officer to the direct supervision of the animal shelter director. Call the roll.
Peter Peters,
No.
Hugh Ritchie,
Aye.
Todd Todd,
Aye.
Nancy Brown, yes, Joel Street,
No.
Richard Winters,
No.
Ronnie Trivet,
Aye.
Harry Sis, Charles Buchanan,
Aye.
Elsie Testor,
Aye.
Steve Grant,
Aye.
Tom Bowers,
No.
Joanne Blankenship,
Aye.
Charlie Davis, Ricky Renfro,
Aye.
Ken Arden,
No.
Steve Chambers, John Lewis,
Yes.
Sonia Coler. Yes. Russell Cott, Scott Sands,
Yes.
Bill Armstrong, Pat Hicks,
Aye.
and Bob Collins.
Aye. Motion carried.